You're safe now.
Actually, she's not.
Please don't hurt.
There we go. Things are back to how they should be. Well, for me, anyway. For you... well... I guess you'll just have to wait and find out.
What? What does that mean?
See you sometime soon, Flash.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 3. So this video is going to be explaining the Reverse Flash storyline and what's actually been going on this season. So before I start the video, I've got a question I want to ask you guys. Has the Flashpoint timeline been fixed by Reverse Flash going back to the Nora Allen scene that night and killing her? So before we get into this video, I'm going to have to explain the whole timeline. So as we found out in season 1 of The Flash, Reverse Flash was actually coming back in time to kill Barry Allen before he ever became the Flash, but that plan went wrong, and what actually happened was the future Flash pulled younger Barry Allen out and got him out of the way. So the Reverse Flash killed his mother, which some people believe that changed the natural timeline, and then the Reverse Flash got stuck in that time, and 15 years later he had to train the Flash and teach the Flash everything he needed to kind of get back to his own timeline. But obviously in the season finale of The Flash season 1, that came to an end when his ancestor from the future, Eddie Thawne, this does make sense if you think about it, actually killed himself. So that wiped that version of the Reverse Flash out. And then what happened in Flash season 2, episode 11, if you remember, Cisco was having visions, he was having nosebleeds, and he was nearly killed. So this is a time limit version from a previous timeline when the Reverse Flash had to be thrown back to his future, as he's from centuries before this time, in order to save Cisco's life. Then what happened at the end of season 2 of The Flash essentially created everything that's happened in season 3 of The Flash. So right at the end of season 2 of Flash, Barry Allen ran back in time and saved his mother. Then he locked up the Reverse Flash that we've seen in the Flashpoint time zone. But my question is did Barry Allen actually create Flashpoint, or did Reverse Flash create the Flashpoint when they changed the original timeline? Because the original timeline was he came back to kill Barry Allen, but he killed Nora Allen. So in theory, if the timeline played out the way it should have played out, Nora Allen would be alive and Barry Allen wouldn't be alive, but then there wouldn't be a Reverse Flash because, as we know, Barry Allen created the Speed Force, so Reverse Flash would still exist, but he wouldn't have the Speed Force. So if you remember the first episode of the season, when we seen that clip, Reverse Flash lost his ability to travel through time. So this is where the premises of this whole video comes through. So during Flashpoint, Barry realizes that the only way he can correct the timeline is by letting Eobard Thawne kill his mother once again. And then when they return back to the current day, Barry Allen said, "Is everything back to normal?" And then Eobard Thawne said, "You'll find out soon enough, Barry." That's pretty much how the actor Matthew, who plays Reverse Flash on Legends of Tomorrow and The Flash, explained the whole timeline. And then after that, obviously, he went on to season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow, and then because that's a time minute version from the Flashpoint what Barry created, he had Black Flash chasing him, and then he was killed in the kind of season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow season finale. Spoiler alert. So that's basically where I'm at. But my question is, are we currently still in Flashpoint timeline? Because I don't actually think just by Barry Allen letting the Reverse Flash kill his mother that we're actually out of the Flashpoint in some aspects. So did Reverse Flash actually create the paradox in the first place by killing Nora Allen instead of killing the future Barry Allen? So it's quite an interesting subject. So I've said it before, Reverse Flash, in my opinion, will have to return at some point to save the natural timeline. But I don't actually think the natural timeline is when Nora Allen wasn't supposed to be killed. I think the natural timeline in this TV show, at least, we're not talking about comic books here, just the TV show, the natural timeline is the timeline when his mother was killed. So I think probably by the end of the season, we're going to have to go back to the scene before Barry Allen saved his mother, and yet again he's going to have to let the Reverse Flash kill his mother. So that scene must happen because we're kind of in a temporal paradox at the moment. I mean, I've had a few comments talking about this, so let me know in the comments down below, guys, what do you actually think is going on? What timeline are we actually in? Did the Reverse Flash actually create Flashpoint from the get-go? I mean, everyone knows that the Reverse Flash is going to appear at some point in the future, as there is still a time remnant existing, and they've still got to have the future fight in 2024. So the Reverse Flash can never like be apart. One of them's always got to exist. And it's quite funny how they hate each other, but indirectly they both need each other. So I hope I've explained the origins of the Reverse Flash story. And also during episode 11 on season 2 of The Flash, Harrison Wells explained that the Reverse Flash origin story, as it's been explained, will start from this very moment. I know it's kind of hard to understand it, but the question just is are we out of the Flashpoint timeline at the moment? I don't think we are. And did Reverse Flash actually cause the Flashpoint timeline? And what did Reverse Flash actually change? Because he said, "You'll find out soon enough, Barry Allen," which everyone thought it was referring to when Iris and Joe weren't talking to each other, and he kind of messed up with what happened to Barry. But I think there's a bigger thing we're missing here, and I don't think it's any way kind of linked to Savitar's storyline, but Reverse Flash is up to something. There's something he changed that has had a massive ramification for potentially the whole storyline throughout the whole of the Flash kind of timeline throughout the TV show. We're not talking about the comic books here. We're just strictly talking about all the evidence that we've had from season 1 to 3 of the Flash, and also Legends of Tomorrow, guys. So I'd love to know your comments down below. Do you think we're in the Reverse Flash timeline, or are we in Barry Allen's Flashpoint? Because I can understand why people can say that Reverse Flash messed the timeline up by originally killing Nora Allen instead of killing Barry Allen. I mean, that is a massive mess up if that's what he actually meant to do, because the only way he couldn't kill the Flash, but the only way, because obviously the future Flash got him out of the way, the only way to give him a dramatic kind of, to basically screw his life up, was to kill Nora Allen, and that he did that because he didn't think that the Flash would ever become the Flash. But then he spent 15 years actually making the Flash into the Flash so he could get enough speed to go back to his current timeline. But then Eddie Thawne messed everything up and killed him. So guys, I just want to let you know that I will be at Heroes and Villains Fan Fest in London next month, so it'd be cool if any of you guys would be there. That would be awesome. It's going to be so cool. So let me know, guys, who do you think messed up the Flashpoint storyline? Do you think it's Barry Allen, or do you think it's Reverse Flash? Please listen to the whole video before you make assumptions, because you need to understand the Reverse Flash timeline and what he actually originally set out to do in season 1, as I think a lot of people forget that he originally set out to kill Barry Allen and not kill Nora Allen. He just did that as a kind of effect of the Flash getting young Barry Allen out there. So it's a very interesting video, and I did mean to do this video a while ago, but I wanted to see how the Reverse Flash storyline played out on Legends of Tomorrow before I broke into the Reverse Flash kind of Flashpoint storyline, as it is a quite complicated subject. So I hope I've explained the narrative of what I'm trying to get to in a good way, and I'll catch you in another video. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to. And I'll catch you in another video soon, guys.